reminisce, I reminisce. Yeah.
What's going on, you guys? Today is May 5th, 2026. Apologize for the delay. I just did a 30 minute presentation, but the live stream wasn't recording for some reason. That happens sometimes, but anyways, I got it fixed, and here we are. So I just want to make sure that the audio is good. Somebody calling me Unc. I appreciate that. It's good. It's good. It's nothing wrong with me getting old, you guys. If you guys don't want to get old, die young. All right, so here we go. So the NBA Finals starts on June 3rd, 2026, which is, speaking of Unc, it's my birthday that day. Not that anybody cares, but that's also something that kind of spooked me when I saw it. I'm like, man, NBA Finals starts on my birthday. Am I gonna have a good birthday, or am I gonna have a terrible birthday? Because I always get bashed when we get something wrong, and it's always the same people coming around, coming out of their caves. But I doubt that's going to happen this year. I think we're going to have a good birthday this year. All right, so if you've been following me on the Patreon, then you know who I have for the NBA Finals. The Pistons to play the Thunder. I've been saying this since before the playoffs started. And this was the big indicator right here. So the NBA Finals will start on the 101st day of the Thunder's head coach's age and 85 days after the Pistons head coach's birthday. And you guys notice right here, the Thunder head coach was born February 23rd. J.B. Bickerstaff was born March 10th. He's the head coach of the Pistons. 85 days after his birthday is June 3rd. And notice in gematria, Oklahoma City Thunder is 101, and Detroit Pistons is 85. Of course, Finals is also 101. Basketball is also 85. The Pistons, they are 7 wins away, from reaching 203 postseason victories. And notice in gematria, Detroit Pistons equals 203. And notice if you parlay those two teams right now, you catch the line at plus 282, which is a beautiful line. Also, something that I learned about today was that the legendary, actually he wasn't legendary, but actually he was legendary in college, but not in the NBA. He went to Loyola University, that's a Jesuit program. Alfredrick Hughes passed away on May 1st on the Illuminati's birthday, 79 days before his birthday. Of course, his name, Alfredrick Hughes, equals 83, like our murder is 79 and 83, and Society of Jesus is 79 and 83. He died on the Illuminati's birthday, 170 days after the Superior General's birthday, when Sacrifice is 170. 33 days before the start of the NBA Finals, when NBA Finals is 33, and he died at 63. The final starts on 6-3 or 3-6, like our Thunder equals 36. They don't have a cause of death for this man, but they are saying that they are pointing out some interesting things about his NBA career, like how he only played one season, and he played exactly 68 games. Now think about that. Notice the gematria of Detroit Pistons, first of all, before we get into the other 68 and 85s. Detroit Pistons is 203, right? They need 7 more victories to get to 203 postseason wins. But in 1985, he played 68 games, right? And notice what else is 68 and 85. Basketball is 68. and 85. And notice Hughes is also 68, like how he plays 68 games. And his first name is Alfedric, which equals 51, like how he died on 5-1. Perfect ritual. His name is also 87, like Superior General. Again, he died 170 days after the Superior General of the Jesuits' birthday, Arturo Sosa. Of course, he went to a Jesuit program. He went to Loyola University, Chicago, which is probably the oldest Catholic university in the U.S. Or one of the oldest, but it's definitely one of the largest, according to Wikipedia. So it says here that Loyola University Chicago is a private Jesuit research university in Chicago, Illinois, United States, founded in 1870 by the Society of Jesus. Loyola is one of the largest Catholic universities in the United States. Its namesake is St. Ignatius of Loyola. Yes. And then he died 79 days before his birthday. I mean, come on. Talk about the Jesuits, man. I mean, it's undeniable, you guys. Society of Jesus, 79. And it's also 83 in a single reduction. His name is 83. But, yeah, so, again, Pistons, they have a nice little synchronicity with the head coaches. I'm going to continue to update this post. So if you're not on the Patreon, don't worry about it. Just go to the comment section of the under this video, click on the Patreon link, and you can view this post for absolutely free. I do this every year. I don't charge for the championship predictions. I should, but I don't, because I like to give back every now and then, right? Any updates that I notice, or maybe something else that might come up to me, and I might like that riddle even better, I'm gonna continue to update this post. It's titled "The NBA Finals 2026 Matchup." You don't have to be on the Patreon to view it. It's absolutely free. I'll show you right here. Look, free access for everybody to see. Right, so all you have to do is just come on here and read it. And all the notes is gonna be up there. If any former players pass away, I'm gonna note it under here somewhere where it fits, and only if it's connected to the NBA Finals, obviously. This guy's death, I do think it's NBA Finals related, because his name is also 88, like Oklahoma City Thunder, and 68, like and then he dies. He played 68 games, right? So. Yeah, notice his name is also. It's also 277, a 59 prime number. Negro Rasta say Blues is 59, but his name is 88, like Oklahoma City Thunder. 83, like how Murder's 83. He died 79 days before his birthday. The other murder number. And the year, funny, because in 1985, that was the year that he played for the Spurs. The Spurs went 41-41. I mean, they've been rigging this stuff a long time, you guys. 41-41. I mean, really? And you know what's funny, right? So he died on 5-1, but if you notice what it says here, they broke the news of his death on 5-2. There was an article that says that on May 2nd they reported his death, but now it's saying May 3rd, but that's not what it was saying earlier. Yeah, because it was May 2nd. May 2nd is the point I'm trying to make is that May 2nd is the 122nd day of the year, and San Antonio is 122. Yeah, you see this article was Yeah, you see Loyola University pointed. They reported his death on May 2nd. Of course, Pope is 52 at 8:30. I mean, come on, the guy with the 83 name. But yeah, so that was the 122nd day of the year, right? San Antonio is 122, like satanic. Loyola Chicago mourns the loss of former Rambler Alfedric Hughes. And you know what's funny? Oh, it's not funny. This guy was working as a car dealer. Think about that. He had an honest job, something he probably could have did before he sold out. But he was a dealer, a car dealer. So they probably called him up from the dealership and said, "Hey, come on, you got to come with us. Something we have to show you." And they probably got rid of him. He probably got poisoned. Poison is 88. Who knows? They haven't reported a cause of death, but they're saying that he just died unexpectedly. Mm-mm. Sad day for Loyola. When is Ignatius of Loyola's birthday? October 23rd. Let's just take a look at how many days after the Ignatius of Loyola's birthday anniversary. 190, the 191st day of the Superior General's age, the first Superior General, that is, Ignatius of Loyola, and Society of Jesus is 191, right? And then that's why they reported it on May 2nd, because May 2nd is 191 days after his birthday. Yes, sir. Ignatius of Loyola, the guy with the 201 name, the first Superior General of the Jesuit order. All right, so good luck if you're gonna place this bet now. I mean, I would. I won't go big though, but I'll put something in the range of $50 to $100, and then as the postseason advances, we'll know for sure by the conference championship. We'll know for sure if it's indeed gonna be the Pistons and Thunder. I feel bad for you Knicks fans, and I know every year they disappoint you guys, but hey, at least you guys got some championships when Walt Frazier was around. Maybe when Walt Frazier passes away, they'll let the Knicks advance to the finals. How old is Walt Frazier? I know Walt Frazier played 666 games, I think it was. Walt Frazier's he's getting up there. He's 81. Might have to wait till he's 85 or something. Yeah, the guy who he started in 666 games. So yeah, so hopefully when they get rid of Walt Frazier, they'll give the Knicks a ring. That's how sick this stuff is. I know it sounds like I'm a bad person, wishing death on these people or something like that, but I'm not. I mean, this is what happens every year, every single year, and you're gonna see more players pass away. Hopefully, nothing happens to Ben Wallace or Rasheed Wallace or Rip Hamilton or Chauncey Billups. And now you know what? Oh my gosh. I love when I start talking to myself because then things start clicking, right? Think about what happened to Mr. Chauncey Billups. Oh my gosh. Now that makes all the sense. The guy with the 80 name during the 80th NBA season. Okay. Now I see why Mr. Billups got arrested for betting on sports. And notice his name is 6'3", like the finals is on 6'3". I gotta put this in my notes. Yeah, man. Chauncey Billups. And I saw his. I just started thinking about the bill. Oh man. Yeah, Chauncey Billups equals 63, and his full name equals 80, like the NBA 80th NBA season, and that's when we might see the. You might see the Pistons in the finals during the 80th NBA season. Tribute to Chauncey Billups, whose name equals 80 and got arrested for betting on sports, or at least manipulating the game, supposedly, whatever it was. Yeah, but you see, stuff like this is what I'm gonna continue to add on. Portland Trailblazers head coach, Hall of Famer Chauncey Billups was arrested by the FBI on October 23rd, 2025. Okay, so let me see something. 223 days before the finals. Oklahoma City Thunder's 2-2-3. 36 weeks. On the 36th week of his age, the NBA Finals starts. Who else has a birthday of 9/25? I've seen. Oh my gosh, there's somebody else. Wait, his birthday is the same birthday as Kate Cunningham. Him and Kate Cunningham got the same birthday. Yeah, they do. September 25th. The 2 point guards. Oh my god, you see how rigged this stuff is? Chauncey Billups and Kate Cunningham have the same birthday. I knew it. I'm like, I saw somebody with that birthday on the Pistons. Man, you see how scripted this stuff is. Now that has me thinking. Maybe there's a deeper connection with Kate Cunningham and Chauncey Billups. At the same birthday, 24 years old. And Chauncey Billups, born in the year 76. He's 26. He's 50, right? That 50? My math is off right now. Yeah, he's 50. Well, he'll be 50 this year. He's 49. Mm, 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 mm. Can't make this stuff up, you guys. Cannot make this stuff up. Facing up to 20 years in prison. Wow. Billups was indicted for allegedly recruiting high net worth individuals into rigged poker games in cities like Las Vegas and New York using cheating technologies such as marked cards and rigged shufflers. The arrest is part of the broader multi state FBI investigation involving over 30 individuals, including Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier. Billups was placed on unpaid administrative leave by the Trailblazers following his arrest. A trial was set for November 2nd, 2026, while prosecutors highlighting substantial evidence, including surveillance footage and financial records. Okay, so 11 to okay, 11 to 38 days after his birthday. Mm. They were oh yeah, that's why the 59. Yeah, the 59 riddle. Yeah, so his court date is for the date even 59 days after the day with 59 numerology. The shaming number, the race slave blues roster number. He's being accused of being a face card at the age of 49. Well, he'll be 50 by the next court date, though. Yeah, but 1023. Just take a look at this. What is it? So 1023. 375. Okay. All right, so let me just take a look at one more thing. Pistons versus Thunder box score. So they played twice this season. Pistons they split 1-1. Okay, I don't see much there. Yeah, I don't think that's a coincidence though, you guys. The guy with the 80 name has the same birthday as Kate Cunningham. And the Pistons just had a 3-1 comeback like how they did in 2003 when they reached the finals. And the finals is synced up with both of the head coaches. No, wait. They didn't go to the finals in '03, right? Let me see. Pistons NBA finals. But no, they went in '04. But that was the '03-'04 season, right? Is that what it was? Hold on, let me see. Okay, yeah. So they didn't go to the finals in 2003, but they did overcome a 3-1 lead against the Pistons in the opening round. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, okay, and Pistons is 31. They came back down 3-1. Then they went on to play Philadelphia. That's interesting. I don't know if Philadelphia going to beat the Knicks though, but that is interesting. And then they went to play the Nets, which are now the Brooklyn Nets. And then they went on to play the Nets, who ended up playing the Spurs. Okay. Yeah, the Pistons actually won the finals in '04. That's what it was. They beat the Lakers in '04. Beat the Lakers 4-1 with Kobe on the roster. But like I said, like if I continue to notice more things, everything will be on that post, man, and I just keep updating it. All right. But yeah, Chauncey Billups' arrest is definitely a big part of this, though. No doubt about that. Yeah, Chauncey Billups, his full name is 80, and this is the 80th NBA season. Yeah, again, his court date is not until the day leaving 59 days after New Year. So we'll see how the NBA final lines up with that court date, and I'm pretty sure it will. If this is the matchup, whatever date the NBA final concludes is going to be synced up with that November 2nd court date. Yeah, but yeah, this is what I like here the most though. That 101 and 85 connection with the two head coaches. All right, so I'll leave it there. Good luck and thank you guys for your support. Leave a comment. If you want to join the Patreon and support the YouTube channel, just hit the link and join. You can join for $1, join for $5. If you want the sports picks, it's at the $20. You have to pay $20 a month. If you want the parlay tier, it's gonna be a little bit more. It's actually 100 now because I'm also doing one-on-one decode lessons, and we're hitting parlays at a very high rate. Today, I made $150, so you'll make your money back in one day. And if you're betting, if you're a smart bettor, you just do straight bets. You don't even have to parlay. But on the parlay tier, you get way more picks, and I think it's worth it because nowadays $100 is nothing. It might sound like a lot, but it's nothing because I'm charging that per month. So divide that by 30 days. You're getting picks for 30 days. 30 days in a month. Every pick, every month, every day of the month, you're getting a pick. So technically, it might sound like oh my god, $100, but it's not. Because look, 100 divided by 30, you're basically paying $3 a day. $3 a day. Hello? Yes.
They went out. They won 62 games this season. San Antonio's first 62. It takes 16 games to win to win the finals. If they won the finals, they would have 78 victories. Um, and also, if they play the Pistons, I also noticed this when I was decoding. Detroit Pistons equals 68. Victor Wembanyama equals 68. Wemby equals 68. So when I saw that, I like that the Spurs can come out of the West and play the Pistons, and I think the Spurs would beat the Pistons.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that it's more than just numbers. It's more than just putting numbers in a calculator. Have you been noticing what they've been doing with SGA and Kobe Bryant? How he had his career high on January 22nd when he scored 54 points on a day that Kobe scored 81. Two numbers that are associated with Kobe Bryant. The guy has been mimicking Kobe Bryant all throughout his career. And if he does three-peat, he'll three-peat during the 81st NBA season. See, there's a bigger narrative here, and Kobe's always the main piece, especially in basketball. So, what will be the significance of the Spurs going to the NBA Finals this year? What's the bigger tribute? I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying what's the bigger tribute? Just because a person's name on the roster equals 68?
No, so Wemby has not made the playoffs until this season. So I thought that was interesting as well because for some reason I thought he was certainly in the playoffs before, but this is his first playoff appearance. Um,
I'm asking you a real simple question. What is the bigger overall narrative?
Listen, there hasn't been a three-peat, a back-to-back champion since the Warriors in 2017-18.
It doesn't mean it won't happen this year.
I don't believe it's gonna happen. I don't.
When was the last time a player that never reached the finals, never reached the playoffs, but made the finals his first year?
That's a good counter.
All right, bye. Have a good night, man. All right, you guys, take care. Enjoy your Wednesday.